Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, looks like Tacticals first, then Darren, then Dan. Yes, I'll sort out who was second in a minute. I'll go to the poll and I'll see who was second. But yeah, you lot was on here even before I was. I am drinking tonight. Ben wants to meet me later, so I was going to have a quick drink. But yeah, I'll be on for a normal stream, probably a late one as well. Right, so let me just set this up. So to give me the ability to set this up, I normally play one of my ads. It just gives me 30 seconds to do it, and it's convenient. So if you're rewatching this, or if you're new or whatever, or you ever just thought, I wouldn't mind supporting, Mike, because some of you will know I'm completely demonetized. I get no money from YouTube at all, and the stuff I do obviously costs money, and you can help do it. So if you want to, there's a thing called coffee.com, which is basically PayPal donations just through a website. They don't take any fee. You don't need to sign up or anything. And this is how I'll play a video how to do it in a minute. And in the description and the chat will be a link to how to do it. And I'll see you in 30 seconds while I set up the chat for myself. Right, where's my video? Right, I'll be on in a second. Just want to get this up, so if I have to put slow mode on or anything, it's ready on there. Right, let's see. Who was first and who was second, or who was second anyway, because that was the race. So according to my chat, Tactical, then Darren, then Dan. Zed, you right, mate? Lord Flasher, how you doing, mate? You right? Go Licks on. You right, mate? Cobra Commander, how are you? Right, I'm on, yes. Just a little one tonight. And some cans so I'm sober enough to do a live stream later. Frank said, "You lucky bastard to electric." Fuck's sake. Is it that bad where you are? I don't know if you can hear the wind, although you might hear this first. Can you hear the wind? Can you hear the wind first? No, my window's open too. You might actually be able to hear some. It is blowing a little bit. I'm fucking boiling in here because obviously everyone else must be cold, so they got the heating on. So I'm so hot in here, I'm fucking dying. So yeah, it's going to be a drinking stream, a late night stream, and a join-in stream if you want. It's up to you lot. Which means no one will join in. Yeah. Ben probably won't come around. I'll end up fucking watching a film later or something. So what you lot been at then? Today's been it's actually my brother's birthday, one of my younger brother's birthdays today, so it was his birthday. So we've been doing that. Well, I have got some news. I'll tell you later though. Let me go on to Facebook and get a picture of something quickly. Francis said, "I haven't had electric for 24 hours. Got a text off Scottish Power saying 10 p.m. Sunday night, no heating, electric." Fuck's it. Yeah, that's actually a nightmare, ain't it? Francis, I hope that ain't too bad for you. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it whenever you want to fucking find something, you can find it? Darren said we had crazy wind last night. Blew my mum's door if it's in. Did it really? Fuck's sake. Yeah, I do, I think. Hang on. So I'm just doing two things at once here. Yeah. Right. Zed said I've been practicing my writing skills. Such as they are. I already have an idea for a story for the next creepy stream. And nice one, Zed. That sounds good. Yeah. Keep an eye out, Zed, for any Friday the 13th or any known sort of creepy days, and I'll jump at the opportunity to do another one so we don't even have to wait a year. So if you can think of one, sometimes Friday the 13th come along, or there are other sort of known sort of creepy days. If there's a national sort of whatever day, but definitely Halloween. Dan says fixing his mum's door. Mike's massive member said, "What are you drinking tonight?" I got a little bottle of vodka and some cans of Foster's. The Foster's are so that when I live stream later, I'm not too drunk. John, how you doing, mate? He said, "Nice off the order." Hi, Mike. Nice to order off you for the first time. First time I like. Oh, is it, John? Nice one, mate. Yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. When did you order something? Is it recently, or have you got your stuff? Or not yet? Or is it you've done the order and it's coming soon? I have so many things going on, I can't remember half the time. There's my little list. There's my list of names. I've got piles and piles of paper. Yeah, this live stream will be slightly different to the normal live streams because I will be drinking. I don't normally drink on live streams, but every now and then I have the urge for it. I can't find my piece of paper with all the names on it. Fucking hell, how many have I got? Chat, I still can't work. Mike's massive member must be Lord Flash Shards. He genuinely does that. Oh, fuck's sake. Brief fire, bonjour, mate, bonjour. Dan said, I said to my mum, she needs to stop snowing and farm. Peach, how you doing, mate? Peach said, growing your hair into a ponytail, maybe. Not really. No, I just, I'm too lazy to cut it at the minute. John said, done the order, been delivered. Oh, nice one. That's good, John. Yeah. Yeah, I've had quite a few orders recently because I put that new video on. I had quite a few. I'm curious to find that piece of paper now, though. But as you can see, I've literally got piles of them. all stuff I write on to remember, and then I lose them. So I said, yeah, I'm writing one using the same character from the Halloween one. But I'll have another one that's a bit different in mind for the next creepy. That's both of that sounds excellent, Ted. I look forward to that. So yeah, what's everyone been at? I've not really done a lot. I'll tell you the news now. My mum and my brother have bought a dog, so we've got a dog now. Do you want to see a picture? I'm still going to go through these notes quickly though. Toad on the Hill. Nice to see you on, mate. How you doing? You all right? Golik said drinking H2O to make up for last night. Yeah, I got a bottle ready there, and I've got a bottle ready in the fridge. So it's nice and cold for tomorrow. So yeah, we've got a dog now, and this is what it looks like. Oh, you can't share. How can I do this? It's got to be a video file. Oh, I'll just have to show you on my phone in a minute. Already got a name. It's a boy. It's a boy, Peach. Hang on. It's a boy. and it's got the same name as a famous British war leader. I can't say it's a bit more than that. This person is a bit more than that, but I can't say. But it won't be the one you think. Have a think. Have a think. Greg. No. My mum named him, actually. She just said she had this urge to call a dog this name, and that's what it's become. I'm missing a note thing here. No, I would not say he's a war leader. Someone who was actually involved in a war. Actually involved in the war. But if I say too much, you'd get it easily. So, not Winston, because he, as far as I'm aware, he wasn't actually in the war, if that makes sense. It's not Adolf either, for any fucker says that. No, but good sort of, that's a good guess, Zed. That's a good one. That's closer. Aramis has got it. Monty. Aramis has got it. Yeah, Monty. My mum wanted to call him Monty, so we've got a little dog called Monty. Yeah. Yeah, but I couldn't say a field marshal in the war. You'd have just got it like that. You know what I mean? So I had to sort of be a bit obscure. Monty. It's not actually named after Montgomery, but yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture. Because I've just downloaded a picture and realised I can't show you. Because this will only let you show videos. Oh, I wonder if... Right, hang on. Let me just try something. Let me just see what this does. Right, hang on. Because you can share tabs. Let me see what this does. Right, hopefully you're seeing a little dog there. I have no idea what... Yeah, you are seeing it. Yeah, nice. Right, did you see it? I did. It's a little Cocker Spaniel. Yeah, a proper puppy Cocker Spaniel. Yeah. Called Monty. Well, it's a Cocker Spaniel. It's supposed to be a Cocker Spaniel anyway. But when they're puppies, it's hard to tell a Cocker Spaniel and a Springer Spaniel. But he was told it was a Cocker Spaniel. It is basically a smaller Springer Spaniel, isn't it? Monty the Python, yeah. Well, Stan said, have you been up to much? Like, not really, Dan. No, been a bit of a weird week for me. Darth Dave said, if you have a field marshal, I would have said Rommel. But you know what I mean? There'd be like two names you could say, ain't there? I can't. What was hang on. What was his full title? I think he was more than Field Marshal. Bernard Montgomery. So Field Marshal Bernard Law Montgomery, first Viscount Montgomery of Alamein. Yeah, Monty. That's who I think of when they say Monty anyway. Yeah, nice little dog, isn't it? Tactical, yeah. He's cute. He is a cute little looking puppy. Hopefully he stays like that. He ain't gonna look like a puppy, but you know what I mean. Fuck's sake, Monty's on, look. Bitch, feed me. He's not here at the minute. He's got two homes, sort of. Cat said, you're going to have your hands full of a cocker. I need loads of exercise. Well, luckily, I'm not doing it. I've got, It's really me brothers and me mums, so he's going to have to be doing all the exercising. So actually, Churchill was in a war. He took part in the last ever full regiment cavalry charge at the Battle of Omdurman, I'm going to say. Well, I'll be honest with you, Zed. When I said I did think he probably was, but it wouldn't have been as known as like Montgomery, you know what I mean? But I did actually think surely Churchill at his age would have been in one of the wars, you know, active in one of the wars. Taps Red, he was in the Boer Wars as a war correspondent, Zed. I saw action. Well, I assumed he probably did, but it, you know, if I'd have, you know what I mean, I just thought it'd be easier to say someone you know actively was in one. You know what I mean? Brave Fire said, shot my £150 Jaguar crossbow today. Used cheap bolts off eBay. Turns out they bent in half after one shot. What was you shooting? Because it depends. It depends what you need, Brave Fire, is a really soft backstop. Otherwise, you'll fuck any bolts. You know, I'll be honest with you, mate. If you shoot these bolts, as long as you're shooting a nice soft backstop, they'll last all right. They'll last ages. But I learned that the hard way. Don't ever shoot anything like wood or anything like that. It's just, you just go through your bolts like nothing. You absolutely have to have soft backstop. Irishman, you're right, mate. He said Corporal Jones the Butcher was at that too. What the Boer War. You're right, Peter, I think it's hello. Toad on you said, cool puppy, I have an old bitch Akita. They're nice, aren't they? They're nice. Who's double incontinent and deaf. Yeah, that's all. But as you say, yeah, she's good company though. Fuck's sake. Yeah, we haven't actually had a dog here since about 1996, something like that. However long ago that would have been, 25 years ago. But my twin brother has had two dogs. He had two dogs. He's got one now, but obviously he had them for about 12 years. Yeah, dogs are nice company, aren't they? Sean, you right, mate? He said, I know you like your movies and programs. Have you watched Peaky Blinder? You know, I want to watch that. One day I definitely will. But I've never got round to it yet. Yeah, it looks good. It's the kind of thing I would definitely enjoy. But no, I never got round to it yet. But I definitely would. So I said a soft backstop. A burglar's stomach. There you go. Peter said, Mike, you will have to design a backpack for Monty to carry your weapons on. I'll have to get him involved in the old videos. At least I've now got an excuse to mooch around in areas where a person on their own might look a bit weird. Since I had my last day. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Let's not start this straight away, though.
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
Bit early for the abuse. Right, John, how you doing, mate? Brave Fire. Yes, exactly. Peach. Yeah. Brave Fire said, also looking for a new toy, either a Cold Steel Cutlass Machete or a Cold Steel Brooklyn Smasher. I would personally get out the two of them, the Cutlass Machete, I would. But that's personal preference. Because baseball bats are baseball bats. You know what I mean? You know. I've just been commissioned to make a sheath, actually, for someone. Yeah, so I ordered the stuff tonight. Irishman said my stream froze when you said you got a dog, so I missed a bit. Is it a Springer or a Cocker? And his name's Monty, and it's a Cocker Spaniel. It's supposed to be a Cocker Spaniel anyway. Yeah, it's supposed to be a Cocker Spaniel. Yeah, his name's Monty. Irishman, yeah. It's my mum and my brothers officially. But you know, I'll end up having to do half this fucking stuff because my mum can't fucking walk, so she gonna fucking do anything. I don't mean that like disrespectfully to my mum, but do you know what I mean? Dad, pour yourself a drink and tell me it tastes nice. I'm on the water. In a minute, I'll have one. Right, I'm gonna warn you now, right? Now, this is probably something you don't want to know, but you know, I'm honest with my viewers. I think I may have a bit of the
That's what we call diarrhea
tonight. So, if I disappear for about 5 minutes, you'll know why. And if I disappear and play the full length version of that, you definitely know what's happened. Monty said, you can always mount a Redback XR to my back. Tactical cocker. Put all the neighbours. Dogs in their place. Good idea. Good idea. Fuck's sake. Oh, God. So, yeah, if I disappear and play 4 minutes of diarrhea, you know what's happened. Red said he's on a G&T and it tastes very nice. I'm going to have vodka and tonic tonight. Bought myself some tonic because the last time I drank, I was on vodka and water. Oh my God, I could barely drink it. Not used to vodka and water anymore. I've become too accustomed to the nice stuff now. John said the stock extender you recommended from 3D Cabin fitted my... Oh, John, that was you who mentioned that. You messaged me that, didn't you? Sorry, John. I've been getting so many messages. I struggled to keep up with everyone. I did see your email, actually. Yeah, that's really good news, actually. Yeah, the stock extenders are good, aren't they? I've got my Tomcat 2 up there and my Redback XRs over there. Just there. And yeah, they fit really well, actually, don't they? I think the bloke from 3D Cabin, his best products are definitely the stock extender and the torch mount's pretty good, but with the torch mount, you can't use one of my cockinades. So I'm always going to say my cockinades. But his quivers, for me, were a bit touch and go. So I like really good quality, but the problem was he makes quivers, but a lot of the time I couldn't fit bolts into it. They wouldn't fit in. Which that's a bit of an issue, really. That's why I tried to make mine so that they're sort of universal. Irishman said, very nice. Cockers aren't as lively as springers. We have a couple of springers for hunting over the years. Very lively. You know what I did? Just as a joke, I'd been out sorting out 2 air rifles. So the day we got in, which was 2 days ago, I bought the guns in for him. I said, yeah, let's see if he likes the guns. And he did. Monty said, I love this community's banter. Such a good laugh. Good boy, Monty. Fuck's sake. Ted said, I may have to drop a sparkling wine in a bit. Bet you don't like that either. Is anyone prepared to come on the late night stream tonight, by the way? And if you've never seen the late night streams, be prepared. They're a bit different. Drinking late night streams, but it's a bit like a pub environment, you know. It's a bit more. That's what it's a bit more. You know what I mean? Like some of you are probably drinking tonight anyway. Hence the abuse I have to listen to. Yeah, supposedly Ben's coming out. You know what'll happen? I'll have a drink tonight, and he'll say he can't come out, and I'll just have to. It don't matter though. If it does, I'll just come on late anyway. Yeah. I'll have to make a little video for Monty now, throwing him a bone. Yeah, you know what Monty would like, don't you?
Hello, this is Slingshot Warrior. I decided to do a little bit of cooking. Gotta do some washing before we do some cooking. I'm going to make a corned beef stir fry dish that's going to be delish. Can of corned beef. Gonna be a cooking. Some good cooking. I'm cooking corned beef stir fry. Voila. Corned beef. You're just cutting up. There you go. A little bit of canola oil in the pan. What you do is you just glaze it down, let it flow down back and forth around the pan. So you don't have to do too much. And now the whole bottom of the pan has the cooking oil on it. You want to take your knife and you want to put this in there slowly, slowly. Now you want to add your vegetables. Green beans here, frozen green beans. Now we got to get our flavoring because it's going to be a stir fry. Here we go. Teriyaki. We're going to put some teriyaki on this. This will make it taste really good. That's what good cooking is. It'll take a little bit for it to fry up a little bit. You want it to, you want the flavor to be locked in, you know? If you want it to taste really good, it's got to fry really well. And it's got to steam up in there. It just locks in the flavor. That's why I put that glass seal on it. It's a very wonderful dish. Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, I got the secret ingredient for Gordon Ramsay. Now we're getting there. It's simmering quite nicely. You want to let it boil in. You want to let the steam come in there, yeah? Well, it is ready. It's succulent. It's ready. Woo! See how good it tastes? That is divine. Oh, that is good, good, good. Isn't that a mouth-watering dish? That's beautiful. Corned beef stir fry, and I just showed how to make it. Isn't that beautiful? Well, keep on cooking, people.
Do you think he's a bit like John Wayne in the end? Keep on cooking, pilgrims. That's not what he says, but it always makes me. Yeah, tactical. There's some of my favourite clips are in that. Slingshot does some of the classic things that I love about him in that video. Being unaware of, being not self-aware, doing the old checking out his stomach as if the camera's a mirror. The only thing he missed was him going, checking his muscles, but I love it. He's quite he becomes very unaware of himself, and quite bizarre. There's loads of funny things in that video, and I love it. Yeah, hello everyone who joined. JNS, you right, mate? And who else came on while I was putting that on? I couldn't help myself. If anyone wonders who that is, that's a bloke called Slingshot Warrior who frequents the chat quite often. I've known him for a long time, but he occasionally does some very bizarre, unintentional comedy videos. So I clip them and ask him if I can play them, and he says I can. So he's the one who did the diarrhea video. And there's also one of him. Would you like to see Slingshot Warrior doing some exercises, specialist exercises, purely for a strong neck? If you'd like to know how to get a neck as strong as Mike Tyson's or any other boxers, Tyson Fury, scratch his ass and ball fiddle, exactly. Yeah, he is he is unself-aware. He is. He's very, he either acts like the cameras. I know a few people who like it. Become oblivious, sort of thing, what they're doing, and start acting like what they're seeing is a mirror. So they start looking at their own muscles and shit, and all this weird stuff. Just trying to make I like tonic water, but it's too fizzy for me. I don't really drink fizzy drinks, so I can't. But you can't get flat tonic water. Then it wouldn't be tonic. Well, no, I suppose it'd still be tonic water, wouldn't it? But I don't know. Quinine water is what I'd need. I don't know. Right, anyway, if you want to have the strongest neck in the world, this is how to do neck ups.
Okay, dokie. Well, well, this is my workout routine.
Peter said it's good to not. I suppose it is good to not give a shit, but I don't know if that's what Slingshot's doing. But yeah, it's comedy gold. Is you right, Rich? How you doing, mate? So I'll be doing a late night stream tonight. If anyone's interested, probably me and Ben later if he's out. If not, I'll be out myself now. I'm gonna have to, and I. Yes, and Monty, I'm your uncle, not your dad. John's your dad. Oh, anyone? All right, that's because people might wonder who the fuck Monty is. Monty, we've written. No, Rich, you know we've got a dog, don't you? Yeah, Monty's in the chat. So yeah, if I say I'm going for a piss and then don't come back, if I say I'm going for a piss and then come back and put on 4 minutes of diarrhea, you know what's happened. I still think the Exorcist music should go to that. I think that'd be perfect. I'll have to do that one day. If I remember, I'll put that on there one day. I'll make a version of it like that. It's one of them things. It gets mentioned here and it goes over my head and I forget. I do think that's one of my. I think the cooking one is probably my Slingshot Magnum opus at the minute. What have we got? A Slingshot. So we got cooking with Slingshot, Slingshot workout, diarrhea, 3 seconds. Oh no, we missed the best one, didn't we? This is also Slingshot Warrior, if you wondered, but I edited it because he keeps looking down the barrel.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
He kept actually doing that in real life. It's paintball gun. He looks down the barrels after he shot it. Fucking sore lips today. Don't get too excited. Do it as non-sexy as I can. So, yeah, by the way, also, anyone watching, we talk about anything on here within reason. We don't really do politics. Don't do religion. And we try to keep it light, so we have a laugh. Don't want to get all depressed and shit. Sore nips, yes, exactly. Just put a bit on there. Fuck's sake. That's it. It's started already.
Don't have to take this abuse much longer.
All right, Mother, how you doing, mate? John said I'm in still, just tired. You've been to work today, John. Richard said, I hope you do a Blu-ray release of the Slingshot Warrior clips. Yeah. Like in 4K and 60 frames per second director's cut. Maybe. I did download a load of his videos just in case. When he said he was going to delete his channel, I thought, oh no way. Can't lose all that. Absolute comedy gold. Steve said, Mike, you seen Finch yet? No, I haven't. What's that about then? I've not even heard of that. I'm going to have to make this shit as flat as possible. Oh, you haven't been today. But now I know what you mean there, John, but he said not used to full time. Now I know what you mean. If you haven't been doing it for a while, it does knock you out. But then, a hard, even if you are used to it, you can still be, my brother in that, the work they do, my dad, they'd be completely knackered for the whole weekend. What the fuck was I just about to do? I was going to search Finch, whatever it was. Never even heard of that. Finch, 2021. Ah, no, that looks all right, though. A robot that lives in a post-apocalyptic Earth, which was built to protect life by his dying creator's beloved, was built to protect the life of his dying creator's beloved dog. It learns how to love, friendship, and it learns to, yeah, that sounds pretty good actually. And funny thing is, I'd seen the thumbnail to that, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah, I'd do a commentary. I could do a commentary as well, tactical. Ted said, I used to know a girl who suffered terrible from sore lips. You know what funny. Fuck's sake. By the way, if anyone ever did want to support the channel, this is how. This will run for 30 seconds, so don't run off. But if you do support the channel, it massively helps. John said, I'm making 10 quid an hour working a chicken processing plant. Now, yeah, I did see your picture you shared with us, but I want where you was working. That's good though, isn't it, John? You know, work's work, isn't it? So yeah, good on you. Richard says, Mike found an old 6-inch nail with a head and flights. They weigh 510 grain. Like 3 times heavier than standard aluminium. Oh, nice. So you mean you made like the whole entire the nail is the bolt? You mean? So yeah, I bet that would be, wouldn't it? Nice. Yeah, that'd be worth. Yeah, I'll get you now. You found a nail without the head, and you put flights on it. Yeah, so it's literally a nail with flights on it. Yeah, I'll get you. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I bet that shoots decent. You right, Percio? How you doing, mate? If you wonder who Monty is, my brother and my mum, my younger brother, because I've got 3 brothers and a sister. One of my younger brothers has bought a dog. I've got all my brothers younger, but not Mark, basically. My mum and my brother bought a dog called Monty. So if you see someone called Monty come on, a dog picture, that's him, although it could be Lord Flashheart. You wonder why I keep looking over there. My eye was drawn to my DVDs for some reason. So anyone watching now, you can join in later if you want on this stream or the next stream. I'll be on here till about 11:45, or if Ben messages me about 11:30 or something, till then. Yeah, or whatever. If he don't, I'll just go to Wendy House anyway. And the Wendy House, if anyone else wonders, is a summer house, but we just call it the Wendy House out of sort of habit. Persian, I'm fucking knackered. How's everyone? You had to tidy the garden. We ain't got the wind down here yet. It's a little bit. Here's a little bit, but nothing like people are reporting. No, I'm older. I'm oldest dead. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe I must have said what I said was wrong. No, I was first. I'm older than Matt by 4 minutes. I must have said that wrong. 3 younger brothers. Mark, my other brother, Mark, my other brother. Yeah, 3 younger brothers and a sister. I was first. I don't know what I said now, Zed. First, you said I had to scrap a 20-foot trampoline. Did you really? Yeah, if it gets windy, I may have to fucking tie ours down or something. Cobra Commander said, did you see the picture of that bolt? The one with the nick or deep scratch on it? Do you think it will affect safety when shot from a crossbow? I never got to have a proper look at it. I did see the picture, but I never got to see close up. It depends. It depends. Let me have a look now, Cobra Commander, if I can find it quickly. All right, yeah, hang on. Because the thing is, I did look, but I never got to see the pictures close up. Could it have shown them about that big? No, I would say you could probably rub that down. Yeah, it's like a little nick in it, like a little divot in it. I would say try and smooth that out a little bit. I'd probably say if that's not got nothing sticking out, if it's not created like an edge on it, you know, like if it was a crater with a little rim, if it's not got anything like that, I reckon that'd be fine. You may want to just sand it down smooth, but I would still shoot that, yeah. Let me just get rid of that now. Monty said Monty proceeds to take a draw of his Benson edges, Kings, and turns around, sees Persia has arrived. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think he smokes yet. You shouldn't be smoking yet, Monty. And I say yet, you can smoke when you're older. Tactical next door had a big branch come off the tree. Me, a chair blew over and recycling's all over. Luckily, I didn't have to get the bins in last night. Steve said, Mike, what do you call a German? A blind right-wing German? No idea. Yeah, a burr, if you will. I think hang on. Just sand, if it's got little edges sticking up, sand them off with a bit of a regular metal file or some wet dry sandpaper would probably do it, because a metal file will scratch it, but you could work your way down. You know, you might need to, but yeah, metal file and a bit of wet dry, very fine metal sandpaper. And that'd be fine. You right, Alex? Oh, a Not C. Yeah, we've had a bloke on here who used to come on here called Not C. There was a guy not far from me, woke up with a caravan in his garden. He didn't own a caravan yesterday. But yeah, I personally would still shoot that, yeah. And to your question, in regards to could I make some bolts like that, I probably could. The only problem is when I looked into it, for me to make them and sell them, it wasn't very economical for me or the buyer. Hence why people sell them for nearly a tenner each per bolt. Have you ever got in contact with a bloke called Custom Pistol Bolts who makes those bolts I showed? But you would, to shoot these, you need to take the anti-dry fire out. You know the ones I was saying? You do need to shoot these, you need to take the anti-dry fire out. But they're brilliant bolts, and they'd be just the kind you would want to shoot. And like Saint said, what you've been doing today? Not a lot, really. Not a lot. Boring sort of day of nothing, really. Fuck all, really. Nothing at all. Playing with my niece and nephew and Monty the dog, and that's about it. Chairman Meow. He said I made a load of homebrew, then invited my mate round to shoot my microwave. Such a crap shot, he blew 2 hours in my shed. He said, how do you teach an idiot how to aim a gun? Well, the best way I try and describe to people who don't know, I try to tell them about putting the front dot in between the back two, like that. You know what I mean? I try to get it in the right place, like that. And then put those on to the target. Do you know what I mean? That's easy. Or draw it for them. Draw it on a piece of paper like this. Explain to them that they got to. This is the easiest way I do it. So. That's probably not the perfect sort of drawing, but that bit at the top is a bottle, and the bottom bit's the sight. And you got to try to tell them to put the dots in between the two forks, and then get them lined up with the target. That's the only way I've really ever been able to tell people. Cobra Commander, I tried to contract him, but I don't do Facebook. If you want Cobra Commander, send me a message and I'll pass you on his email. And he might be able to do it through emails, but you'll have to message me because I won't be able to remember on here because I'm drinking tonight. But yeah. Chairman said I told him that. He's on a gun ban now. Yeah. Ain't good, is it? Cobra Command said, but if you can get some brass insert ones, 220 grain ones, heavier, I'll buy them off. All right. Well, yeah, I could always probably get them for you. Yeah. Yeah. Alex Saint said, I've been looking at weird weapons. I was wondering if a ballistic knife would be legal. Basically, a knife that shoots on a spring. Yeah. Weirdly enough, a ballistic knife is not on the banned list as far as I'm aware, but I think that would just come under flick knife anyway. I think it'd just be classed because it's a blade that comes out under the force of a spring with a button. But yeah, ballistic knives are not specifically mentioned. But yeah, you know. MJ, how you doing? You right? Nice to see you on. Toad on the Hill said, I live in the Midlands. I live in the Midlands this morning, and 3:30 a.m. while I was watching The Conjuring, the wind blew a garden chair hard against the back door. Nearly made my heart stop. I bet it did. I've seen The Conjuring, yeah. I could just imagine that, Toad on the Hill. For fuck's sake. Yeah, I bet that'll give you the fucking fright of your life. Nice to see there's a reasonable amount of people on. I'll be late on tonight as well. If people want to join in the chat, you can, if I'm sort of in the mood. And then later on, I'll do a late one, a proper like 4 o'clock in the morning one. So when this ends, I'll come back on about 15 minutes later. Monty said, been playing about trying to fit the old adder mag to the Tomcat mount. Has potential. I want to try and get to a single bolt type over all my crossbows. That would be quite a good idea, actually. Yeah. You could probably shoot those bolts out of it anyway. I'm pretty sure you could shoot those bolts out of it. But, you know, obviously without the magazine. And does anyone have a trusted UK site I could buy tactical knife from a reasonable price? The only places I know that have always been good for me, Henny Haynes. MJ, if you want a link, let me know. Henny Haynes is good. Prepper's Shop are good. And what's that other UK? What's the other UK place? I can't remember its bloody name now. Blades UK. Henny Haynes or Heine Haynes. Blade UK. Prepper's Shop. Richard said, Mike, even if those 6-inch nails are no good for bolts, it might work to reinforce and add weight to the cheap plastic adder. Exactly, Rich. Yeah, I think that's a good idea there. Right, I'll get you the Henny Haynes link up. Oh, got it. I should have it on here. Where the fuck is it? It's there. Right, Henny Haynes, that's that one. Prepper's Shop. Henny Haynes will have loads of really good knives, like loads and loads and loads of them. Prepper's Shop. And I don't know if I've got Blades UK on here now. There it is. They've always been good for me buying. No issues. No sort of this weird rumor that I've heard of companies sending, details to the police and shit. Our Battle Order, yeah. You know what? Is Battle Order still any good, personally? I've not ordered for them for years, but they always were good. Moonraker knives. DNA lads. Yeah, there you go, MJ. Got quite a few there. Springfield's nice one, Toad in the Hill. I don't know that thing I said about some companies giving people details. I don't know how. I believe that is happening, but I think it's only happening in certain areas, certain sort of, well, yeah, certain areas of the country. I just realised my telly's still on. Let me turn my telly off. I'm not even fucking looking at it. Don't leave that shit on. Chairman Mao said, I just got a £10 knife from Prepper Shop. It was decent. Cheapest I could find. What they sent me was 18 quid. Yeah, Prepper Shop are good. Yeah, Blades and Bows. Yeah, it's pretty. Blades and Bows don't exist anymore. That was great. But yeah, Prepper Shop are good. If you want a cheaper knife, Prepper Shop. Henny Haynes has a massive selection, and it will have a lot more expensive knives as well. Yeah, Battle Orders is still good quality. It's there, but the selection is limited. I used to buy all the time years ago. I used to buy all the time from Battle Orders. Nearly half my collection's from Battle Orders back in the day, but that was when I used to get catalogues. Outdoors Addictions, how you doing, mate? You're right. I added you back on Instagram. I've not been on Facebook yet. Facebook for me is a bit of a pain in the ass. I do use it, but what happened was, because I've got a personal account and a WeaponCollector page, you have to sort of manually click between them now. And it used to show you the notifications jointly. It's really weird now. But yeah, good to see you on, mate. Tactical said, I know a good place for crossbow bayonets and quivers. Yeah, MJ, do you are you into your crossbows or not? If you ever want crossbow accessories, though, I'm your man. Cobra Command said, I've got an idea for you, Mike. Why don't you take your bodkin bolts and add a metal insert and wood to stabilize it in the bolt? So yeah, I'll tell you what. Let me just show you something. Let me just show you something. Hopefully it's here. Fucking hell, I can't remember none of this shit I've been doing lately. Basically, I'm going to do that. Cobra Commander. Let me show you, just prove it. There you go. Bodkin tip bolt with a nail inside it to make it heavier and stronger, and maybe even sell them for £1 each. Alex Saint said those Jack Pike knives from Prepper Shop look nice. Yeah, they do actually, don't they? Monty said Henny's is good for selection. You can get cheaper shopping about them. That's true. That's a very good point, that. Alex Saint said Mike should gears you if you want crossbow accessories. I would show them off, but because of Andrew, well, no, I'll risk it quickly. You ever seen some of my crossbows? You've seen what my crossbows look like? Now, nearly all these accessories are mine. So I sell these, which is a bayonet, but also acts as a cockinade. I make slings, quivers, broadhead bolts. So yeah, if you ever want stuff like that for pistol crossbows, let me know. Cobra Command said magazine-fed bolts on the market and easy for you to make. Exactly. Yeah, and that's not a firearm. Yes, exactly, Alex. Google, YouTube, that was not a firearm, it was a crossbow. Of the ones I just showed, Cobra, all right, I'm going to make them. What I'm going to do, yeah, I thought I'd show you that just to prove I had the idea already set up. So that's a nail one with just a nail in the bolt, but I think it'll have too much of a ridge. And I'm going to maybe try some bodkins with a bit of a groove underneath the bodkin. But I'm going to have to test those and see how easy they are to make. But yeah, they'll definitely be coming, Cobra Commander. Steve said, yeah, Monty, you're right about Henny Haynes. Yeah, really good selection. As I find Henny Haynes is good for finding a knife you want and then looking elsewhere, as you say. But Henny Haynes, for me, the best place I've ever found big sized Bowie knife blanks and at a decent price. Never really been able to find big ones, you know, like 10-inch blade ones that was cheap still. Alex said, you should really sell your stuff on eBay. Or even try and sell some of your stuff to fishing shops and surpluses. I should really. I'll look into eBay. I get a little bit paranoid about eBay because eBay get a little bit funny about certain products. And it becomes a bit... I noticed, because you can sell all the accessories I make, but I noticed a lot of people have a lot of issues with eBay, keep shutting down their accounts or suspending them because they think you're selling crossbows, which isn't allowed. You know, so I did join Etsy and I got fucking I sold about 60 quid's worth of stuff and then they suspended my account, kept the fucking money. Although supposedly I should get the money after 6 months. So I should get it in January next year. Yeah, that fucking fucked me off. And I didn't do nothing. I was selling things everyone else sells just because I accidentally, well, it's not even accidentally, I titled my stuff as handmade. Well, everything I make is handmade. I made it with my fucking hands. I may not have weaved the fucking nylon or fucking however you'd make kydex. But how else can it be handmade if you put it together with your hands and you know, they don't count as handmade. But then everything's not handmade in that case, isn't it? I don't know. Fucking pissed me off though. But yes, I agree with you, Alex. I should do that. Toden Hill said, I've said this before. The police told me that I'm on the list. A lad in my area had a flipper knife confiscated by the police as they said it was mechanically assisted opener and illegal. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, my house has been raided loads of times, way before any weapon stuff. I think I probably am on some kind of list. This house has been raided at least 6 times in 20 years. Never for weapons, actually, though. But I'm assuming the police watch my videos. But everything I have is legal. But technically, yeah, I don't think personally flippers are illegal if you look at the definition. Because often the police don't actually know what they're talking about, but it's too late once they've taken it off you, especially if you don't know. Spring assisted 100% is a flip knife now, I think. But flippers, I'm not sure it is. But yeah, there's not a lot you can do, is it? Apart from go to court over it. Yeah. John Freethinker, how you doing, mate? I never got a chance to watch your video today. I'm probably going to watch it tomorrow. But I saw it, and that looks very, very good. Chairman Mao said, you can buy bolts on eBay. I don't see why you couldn't sell them. Oh, no, you definitely can. That's where I buy mine from. But yeah, you just have to be careful. They're weird. Some products, because they see the name crossbow. Yeah. But no, you definitely can, can't you? Tactical says, someone shopped you as bloke sells handmade key rings from old bullets. He didn't make any of it. He assembled parts. Yeah, I reckon someone did. I reckon someone got jealous. Because it's funny, I mentioned it on YouTube, and then the next day I got suspended. Someone didn't like it, and fucking, you know. Alex says, I can't believe Butterfly knows a band. I know, it's mental. Monty said, Etsy is a BS excuse, Mike. Folks sell their normal products on Etsy. Yeah, I know, it's mental. It's mental. Yeah, I called mine handmade and got suspended. And they kept the money. Dad said, you have to use your hands. You have to use your hands made wood for your bolts, Mike. It's mental, isn't it? MJ said, as long as they don't know you have it, you're good. Well, MJ, in all honesty, this is in case anyone is watching, but I would never encourage people to keep illegal things. But if you live in a house that's never gonna get a visit from the police ever, yeah, how the fuck would they ever know? I agree with you there, MJ. I can't risk it though, because of, as I say, the last time this house got raided was 2017. Not for weapons though. They had a warrant for something else, but they came up here, and I was just lucky that one of the policemen, I reckon, was a bit of a weapon fan himself, and he knew. Like, I just said, that's a BB gun, and he'd take it down and say, yeah, that's a BB gun. I'd say, that's an air, that's an air pistol. He'd take it down and say, yeah, that's an air pistol. I'd say, that's a DIAC. He'd say, yeah, that's a DIAC. Saved so much time because he checked them there and then went. Whereas when they come and they don't know, sometimes it sort of scares them a bit and they end up wanting to take everything. Because I had CID here once, CID detectives here once, who took away all my crossbows, every single one of them, which would have been about 12 at the time, because they claimed they was illegal, and they weren't. They claimed they was illegal because of the crossbow cannibal bloke. They thought they'd been banned after that, and then they brought them all back. But they took some. This is how, this is the thing that pisses me off with all that shit, right? Yeah, if they get some kind of intelligence, I can understand it, right? But they took some antique vases and some laptops from this house. All the laptops came back broken, and one of the fucking antique vases was smashed. I swear to God they do it on purpose. But that pissed my dad off so much, he made him fucking pay for it. MJ said, I sell crochet plushes on Etsy. And so far, I've had no issue. So fuck all. There you go. Start putting knives on them, and we'll advertise them for you, MJ. Richard, Mike, you could try listing your bolts as crossbow bolts with a space. Might make it harder for eBay bots to remove your listings. I'll look into it. It's just, I know that even with what's his name who comes on here? There's a bloke who comes on here who sells bolts, and he gets it all the time just because the word crossbow's there. But you can't just write bolts, because people will write bolts and think it's bolts that bolt things together. Yeah, I know what you mean. Mother said, never keep something illegal. I cleaned my room recently from ammo and shit. Well, I've just upgraded some of my stuff here so that I'll be classed as an extremely responsible collector. Which I am anyway, but I want to be even more. So I've added locks to things that don't need locks, but it would just prove that, I don't expect them to come here anyway, because I'm not doing anything, but you don't know. Lewis would probably say he wasn't doing anything. You know what I mean? Monty says, Siege 150 draw, easy, just double the limb. It was that too. MJ said, get a pet, fill a cupboard with their treats, food and sliding bays. Yeah, don't say no more. John said, I also noticed that YouTube now hides the dislike counts. How will I ever know how many who dislikes my stuff? I'm no sissy. Exactly. It's bizarre, isn't it, Johnny? Don't bother me, the dislikes. And it still counts as an interaction anyway. Alex Saint said, must be embarrassing as well, being an innocent man making a living, and having the old Bill pull up outside your house with their headlights. Yeah. Yeah. Well, as I said, I won't say too much about it because I don't actually know what happened. But Lewis, who's on here, does crossbow videos, said he had a visit by the police, and armed police came as well. It's luckily I've never had to deal with that shit. I don't want armed police at my fucking house. It's stressful enough when it's just normal police. I mean, Toad in the Hill said, is it true that pea shooters are now legal? I don't know about pea shooters, but a blowgun that shoots with darts, that's illegal. Yeah, that's illegal. But you can, I'd have to look up, but I'm pretty sure you can sell pistol crossbow bolts. The issue is, though, sometimes when you have the word crossbow in it, you get issues of having your stuff keeps shut down. You 100% can sell them on there. Steve said, lot more to go wrong with a siege too, Monty. Tactical said, yeah, help yourself, officer. Wait, I can't get it off the wall. Exactly. Yes, I've upped my thing just a bit. They can't even say, well, someone could take those down. Well, they fucking can't. They're all locked, every single one of them. Yeah. And the keys to them will be locked away separately. I'm going to lock away the ammo to anything separately. You know, I'm going to lock stuff up that doesn't even need locking up. So they can come, if they come. I don't suspect they will. But if they, you know, if they ever do come, they can come, look, and then fuck off, basically. Monty said blowpipes that are legal, but they don't even sell the Nerf. They're that illegal that they don't even sell Nerf pipes in the UK anymore. Candair, yeah. Cobra said Lewis's video disappeared from my Coconut Club playlist. I know it's recent. Did it? He's a good bloke, Lewis. I like him. It's a shame this has happened to him. I assume though, because he's not done anything wrong. This is the thing. It's some kind of stupid intelligence that's wrong. Essentially, he's not done anything wrong. So, you know, but still, that's the frustrating thing about it. Because, you know, people say, oh, you know, even if you ain't done nothing wrong, you've still had to have police around your house, armed police around your house, and shit like that. I don't think anyone in the I don't know how many times my house has been raided. 5 or 6 or 7 times. Quite a few though. I'm pretty sure, apart from the times when I was proper pisshead still, like the first time, maybe the second time, there may have been a couple of convictions then. But the last, say, it's more than 20 years, probably about 24 years, I think, because I forget I'm getting older. You know what I mean? I still say 20 years when it was, you know what I mean? No one's been convicted of anything. Thank you, Peter. Peter was just donated. Let me just go over and see if he's left a message for us. You can, if you ever want me to read out a message, anyone, this isn't his message, feel free to do a coffee.com. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate that, mate. And you also get a special little video played for yourselves. I hope my volume went too loud. And Lord Flashheart's kids get to eat because they get to eat the melon rinds. Peach said that would really piss me off. Yeah, you imagine, Peach. Like, at least if the police come around my house, people just think, oh, you know, again, you know, oh look, you know. But I wouldn't want that. If I'd never been in trouble with the police and that'd be really fucking embarrassing for people. It's not really for me, but Mother said, I told you, Mike, maybe they don't like it when people blow. Cobra Khan said, I like this a lot. I think he's a decent bloke. You know, I've always tried to support him. He supports me. You know, he always makes a point. If he gets something off me, he shows it on camera, tests it for me, buys stuff off me. You know, I've always appreciated that. And thank you, Peter, for the donation, mate. Thank you. Alex says, I'm actually seriously considering selling all my stuff. I've got a lot of valuables and don't want the police or someone taking it. And that's another thing they do. I think a lot of the time they take it off you. Someone's been messaging me recently that I don't know the circumstances to it, because I did think to myself, surely there must have been a reason why the police came in your house to take the stuff. But they said there wasn't. Basically, the police went around someone's house, took all their weapons off them, told them they can't have them because they're all illegal. And I said to him, well, you better ring him up, because that's not fucking true. Because he reckons he didn't have anything illegal and they didn't arrest him. Well, he should get everything back then. It's different if you get convicted of a crime, then sometimes they can. Or if if they find something illegal, they can take it all off you. But if you've not actually committed a crime or been charged with anything or even been arrested and nothing was illegal, you know. Peter said, you're welcome, Mike. I enjoy the streams when I'm well enough to come on. That means the world to me, Peter. I appreciate it. Yeah. Glad you enjoy them. Pete said, I'd be like, right, you came over, didn't find anything, wasted my time. What do I get? Give me money. Exactly. You know, it's a pity you can't do that. And there may be a way of doing that. But yeah, it's very fucking frustrating. They did it. But what they did last time, when they came here last time, they took away nearly all my dad's tools, which prevented them from working. That's fucking fucked up, insane bullshit. Come round your house, take away all your tools so you can't work. Luckily, my dad had some more, so they could still go to work. And claiming they were stolen, and then give them all back again 6 months later. You know, that fucking takes the piss. That kind of shit does, and people, they wonder why people get all funny about it. As my dad did, he was quite you know, it was giving them a bit of shit, to be honest. Because I don't bother nowadays. I can't be fucked with it, because I find if you do, it puts their backs up and makes it more difficult. Makes things more difficult. But he don't care. He was giving them, you know, quite a lot of hassle. But not enough that they could do anything about it. You know what I mean? There's ways of doing it. Don't ever get threatening. Don't get physically threatening. Don't start swearing at them. But you can, you know, you can sort of be intimidating in a way. You know, I don't recommend it, but if that's what you want to do. You're off, Neil. Good to have you on, mate. If you're back on later, yeah, I'll be on. So I'll be on here till 12, and then later on I'll be out in my Wendy house, which is a summer house type thing. If you want to join in for that one. That's I saw the police interceptors the other day. They took a blank fire off a bloke. Not illegal to own. Oh, exactly. It's not. Alex, I'm pretty sure it costs you to get your stuff back, and small claims costs a bit too. It can do. It can do. It depends what they. For Malk. It depends if you're convicted of a crime. That's the difference. If you're convicted or charged of something, it can be more difficult to get the stuff back. But Malk could have got his stuff back, but they wanted him to go to court to get it, and it would have cost. Malk asked the solicitor there and then how much it would cost. The solicitor said it would cost 500 quid per each time we go to court, which could be, you know, 4 or 5 times, and 500 quid straight away for the first fucking sort of thing. A lot of fucking money. The fucking solicitor's probably raking it in as well. Bojo said the cops might not have enough to convict you, but have the ability to take your life. That's it. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, make your life difficult. I thought you should take your life, and say, but yeah, you know, I suspect that last time there'd been some weird fucking. I reckon some thieving fucker had got arrested and just started giving out sort of fake names, not fake names, but names they knew that didn't have the stuff. But, you know, maybe assuming that the police would come around and realise it wasn't illegal, you know what I mean? So sort of giving them names, but you know what I mean? I don't know though. Maybe it had just been the case of, because I do know people like that. Maybe one of them had come and, you know, kind of spoke to my dad, been seen here. You know what I mean? Sing, how you doing, mate? MJ said, when I lived in a shared house, I woke up to a gunpoint by police. Someone who used to live there had robbed a store and stabbed someone. They were looking for it. Yeah, that's not a very pleasant thing to happen, is it? Especially waking up to it. Fuck that. Alex Saint, that's proper scummy in most cases. It's not even worth paying 500 quid for 300 worth. No, exactly. That's the issue, Alex Saint. It would have cost Matt more to get his stuff back than it was worth. Because he would have had to, because it's not even £500. You probably have to pay about £2,500 to get it back, because of the individual times going to court and having to have appointments with a solicitor. So yeah, it's not even 500 quid. It's like fucking thousands. But as I say, Malk was actually convicted of a crime. That was the difference. If you're not convicted of anything, I'm not a fucking solicitor or nothing, but I'm pretty sure if you're not convicted of anything and nothing's illegal, shouldn't really even be able to take it, let alone keep it. But because I think what they do, they hope people give up. Like with this bloke who's been messaging me, he said that he suspects they're hoping he'll just give in. I said, don't keep ringing them up. They have said he can have some of his stuff back, but they said they was going to keep the crossbows for some reason. Not illegal. MJ said, not when you sleep naked in a female. No, I bet it ain't pleasant any time. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, even worse, isn't it? Yeah, horrible. Come on, said, I'm feeling magical tonight. Tat said, one thing that makes me laugh is people spending hundreds of thousands in court over 300 land. Yeah, I do find stuff like that a bit mad. I can't see the point in it. Yeah. Pointless, any tactical. Sorry, I just got some notifications. I just want to get rid of them. Fucking legs are aching today. It'll be all right when I go in the windy house. I'll be stood up for fucking 4 hours. It's the only exercise I get. Some days, anyway. And like I said, someone tried to rob my family's tools from a van, managed to nick an 80 quid radio and the old bill did nothing. It really pisses me off knowing people are stealing from working class. Exactly, yeah. I know, it's not right, is it? Not right. I don't know why people do that fucking shit. Because half them tools that they nick out of people's vans, sort of old used tools anyway, and you've taken someone's fucking livelihood. MJ said, yeah, you have to be super pretty and a massive sense of entitlement to do that. I want the 3 inches of 3 inches of land. John said, fear-mongering, blind and biased elites should not be making laws and regulations for the realistic community of people that just want to live and be left alone. Exactly, John. Very well said. That's true, isn't it? Very true. Yeah. So I'm just loosening the belt a bit. You're not getting stroke crow though. Tactical Pirate, one of my mods, had the nerve to say this stream is boring.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Is this why you're here though? I don't know. You get a stroke crow next. And if you wonder what's actually, because people will be, what the fuck is stroke crow? This is stroke crow.
Are you not entertained?
That's a face swap of me. I'm actually getting nearly the right hair. MJ said, I remember years ago in Ghostwater, an old lady had to pay 10k to a guy because he injured himself. Was trying to break it around. Yeah, that's fucking fucked up, isn't it? Yeah, totally mental. Monty said, bet Todd's workshop. Bet Todd's workshop will ever get any grief though. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, because I know what you mean there. Yeah, probably won't ever have any issues. They don't, because I like him and I like old Sco Legatory, but it's just what you mean. But yeah, people like that never get an issue with the law. That's what you mean, yeah. Percy said my finest work. Could have at least made it fill the screen though, for fuck's sake. Joking. Sings a 16-year-old kid got stabbed to death down me where I live. The Mayor Sadiq Khan, the twat, made a comment. That's the reason why zombie knives are banned. Yeah, mental case. Total mental case, isn't it? Hack splits. So, Johnson, even in the USA, Brandon is trying to take people's rights. Now, I know what Brandon means at least now. I didn't last time, but you don't need to explain. I know what Brandon means now. And liberties away. A country built on rights and liberties. Now, exactly. Let's go, Brandon. I only know what that means because someone who got blocked yesterday kept going on about it. But they was going like a bit mental with their comments. But John's a proper, I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong anyway, John, but yeah. John's a proper regular. He joined, if you lot don't know, actually, John Freethinker, go and sub to him and have a look at his channel because today or yesterday he joined in the Scrap Weapon Challenge, which was, who started the Scrap Weapon Challenge? Can't even remember now. Or did I start it? I thought someone else started. I get mixed up with I don't know. I can't even be asked. It's been deleted now. Yeah, no, I thought it was you. No, it was Peach. It was Peach. I think that was all right what John said. He wasn't being overly political, really. He was just trying to join in with the conversation on, weapon laws, I suppose. I don't mind things to a degree if it's not massive, I think that was all right. Alex Saint said, yeah, all right. Because people will get weird with the yeah. Problem is, it stutters the channel like fuck. The stream. Singh said, Pete, exactly. If youngsters are going to pay, as if they're going to pay 30 quid for a nice knife. Pete said, I start all the trends. I'm a cool kid. Cobra Commander said, where is Wolfman and Stu? Not sure. They're not always. Stu is off and on, but not always late. You know what I mean? Don't know about Wolf's Head. MJ said, anyone else see a few years ago Asda? And I asked you is in. Talking to devil. Nice one, Stu. MJ said, anyone else? No, it's all right, Jen. It's all right. I thought what John wrote was all right. He is a regular, and I don't think he's doing it on purpose to cause an issue. You know what I mean? I thought that was reasonably mild, what he was saying, because there was nothing really to answer to it. You know what I mean? It's different. What I don't like the political stuff that's trying to cause an argument or trying to start a debate, because it's boring as fuck, to be honest. But what I think John did there personally was just a little statement, and that was, I was going to read it, and that was it. There wasn't going to be no discussion about it. That was literally it. But yeah, politics discussion I have no interest about. Where was I? You're right, Stu. There was a comment I thought I was going to read. MJ said, did anyone see a few years back as the back to school, knives, kitchen knives? Yeah, I did see that. Fuck yeah! When it's gone, it's gone. I have seen that one as well, MJ. Monty said, Zeds went mad with power. He's grown too powerful. Quick, contain him. Fuck's sake. I actually got a complaint about the mods today, which made me laugh, but I just ignored it. But I actually did. I actually had a complaint today about the mods being too harsh. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying I had a complaint saying about it. Right, John. So I'll be a late night stream tonight. I'll be on here till about 11:15 maybe, or whenever, if Ben messages me. Persia said, I hope it wasn't my fault. Well, I did nearly say to the bloke, no, funny thing is, it wasn't, unless that bloke had came on with a different account doing it. It wasn't. It was actually a semi-regular. It was a semi-regular, but has a slightly offensive name, and I think that's what puts the mods off. Yeah, Persia, I nearly said to them about, you sure it wasn't Persia accidentally sleep muting people and sleep blocking people? Yeah. This Persia has always got an excuse. He was asleep. Yeah, I didn't respond to this thing because I'm not going to respond. I make people mods, because I need mods, and I'll let you do what you want. But I only occasionally question things, but I still, that's what mods is. So that's a believe me, if I go mad with power, everyone will know. Himmler would look like a reasonable man compared to me. Lol. Cobra said, not bad, bro. I was talking to Stu there, I think. Oh, you had some magic gummies, did you? Yeah, ban them all that way. But yeah, I've always got I got a little ace in my sleeve. Every time anyone moans about moderators, I can just say it's Persia sleep banning people. So don't be offended by it. Oh, my fucking look! I didn't realise my fucking chair was right down. I thought that's why my legs have been hurting. Oh, that's so much fucking better. And actually in the screen as well now. Fuck, I thought that was weird that whenever I was on here, I was really low and my legs was hurting all the time. Fuck's sake, I didn't even notice. That's so much fucking better. I thought this bit was a bit high as well. There you go, I'm actually on the fucking screen now. John said, I do my best to be fair and realistic. We should all live our lives in a non-aggressive principle. Exactly, John. 100% agree with you there. 100% agree. Exactly. Yeah. The only reason your comment, you may not even be aware of, your comment was like deleted. It's just we try to steer away from politics, but that was all right in my opinion. But Richard said, like the guy from Chernobyl, it's not my fault. How can it be my fault? I was asleep. Monty said, I only made a mod because Mike had way much to drink one night. Pretty much. I've got nowhere to lean now. Down with this sort of thing. Peter said, I could never be a mod because I'm a power crazed arsehole. Oh, God. I thought I'd shrunk. I kept wondering why my legs was hurting so much because they was up to my fucking chest. Fuck's sake. No, I know exactly what it's like to be a power crazed mod because I used to do it on Liam streams. But then again, I'm joking. But what's it called? Liam streams used to get loads and loads and loads of trolls. That never happens on Liam's at all now. It don't really happen on here. So you used to and I used to get a lot of commenters as well. So you'd have to spend loads of time just when you modded on Liam streams, you actually worked. You actually really had to. Like on here, you like tonight, you probably wouldn't have actually being a mod. You probably wouldn't have actually have done anything apart from maybe approve some comments. There's not been nothing to do really. John said, "Oh, I didn't mean it like that." I'll have to keep that in mind. That's why I thought I'd mention it, John, because I don't think you've done nothing wrong, and you haven't. It's just the mods have been told a certain thing. And sometimes viewers, if they weren't around when I told them, wouldn't know about it. But you ain't done nothing wrong, really. Try to lean on that bit I was leaning on. It's not there now. Zed said, I always warn them first, unless it's an obvious trial. Yeah, it's all good, Zed. You've not done nothing wrong. I just wanted you to know my opinion on that. That was all. You ain't done nothing wrong. I appreciate you modding and all that. But yeah, I just thought I'd say, but no, I appreciate it because all you're doing is what I asked you to do, isn't it? So, you know what I mean? It's just sometimes we have differing opinions on the content of some comments, isn't it? It depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I let things go it's especially if people, because the thing is, I know some of the commenters I will know better than you. You know what I mean? I'll just know them better because I talked to John on Reddit, and you know what I mean. So I know what he's doing isn't, it doesn't need to be explained. But yeah, it did make me laugh that there was someone actually complaining about harsh moderators. Pete said, I'm a mod for at least 4 or 5 places. It can be work sometimes. I've not had to do any work to do with modding for ages, actually. Good night, MJ. You coming back on later or you going to bed? Good night. Good night, MJ. We helped you out. Richard said there weren't just trolls on Liam's old stream. Some were complete nutters. Some had spamming the ingredients to make chemical weapons. Yes, exactly. Sometimes you really had to work on his streams, didn't you, Rich? You did. You just had to actually do some work. On here, you're lucky. You don't really have to do fuck all on here, unless there's some stupid fucking troll thing going on, which don't seem to happen anymore. And also, since they did subscriber only mode, you can fuck them cunts off in a second now. I gave my nephew a bit of this earlier. Tonic water. He likes it. Do you know what he kept calling it? I didn't know what he meant at first. He kept saying, "Can I have some of your atomic water?" He said, "Do you remember when I had that atomic water? I want some atomic water." It was on about tonic water. Except the little shit didn't drink it today. Gave him about half a bottle. Bloody didn't drink it. I delivered it. Said, "Did you know you can blind people with lasers?" Yes, I did. Sorry, I thought that was going to be some weird troll comment. Yes, I did. Yeah, no, I know that. I know that. Yeah, I know you can blind people with lasers. That's so much weirder being in this chair up high. I can't believe I've been spending the last fucking 3 or 4 days with it right down. Didn't even notice. Gone all quiet now. Zed said, "I think everyone knows that. Wouldn't do it though. It's automatic 10 years in the clink if you do." If I had a laser right now, I'll shine it down the camera. But I haven't. I actually have, but actually I can't be bothered. Alex Saint said, I actually used to mix sparkling water with juice to make it carbonated. Apart from that, it tastes like shite. I quite like a bit of tonic water personally, but I don't like the fizziness of it. I delivered it, so I have no idea what that is. Sounds good though. $10 years per eye. I delivered it. You're not the same bloke who came on last time telling me he had a minigun, are you? Because I wrote that person down. Because it didn't seem like a real person to me. Tacticals, and here we go. Mentioned Charles and voila. So you haven't got a minigun, you don't live in Canada then? Oh, the guy who knows Clint Eastwood. Weirdly enough, though, he's actually not a troll, that bloke, but he just must talk bollocks. Alex says Bronson might be coming out this year. I wonder if he's going to settle down. I think, hopefully, I'll put it this way. If he comes out and he doesn't, he's doomed forever. And he's obviously fucked in the head. Because this is going to be the last chance he'll ever get out. You know, he wants to get out, earn a bit of fucking money, doing fucking after dinner speeches and all that shit, and have a nice fucking quiet life and rest his fucking bones that he reckons are fucking fucked now from constant fucking beatings. You know. To be fair on that guy, it was a drunk stream, and we were all talking about. Oh yeah, I've got nothing. No, oh matey, T2BKK. I liked him. I thought it was all right. But I can't actually remember the Clint Eastwood talk, so that just went over my head. John said, "Did anyone else enter the scrap weapon challenge?" If you search scrap weapon challenge or hashtag scrap weapon challenge, actually saying that, John, I should have a playlist on my channel. I should have yeah, sorry, I've got slight hiccups in a minute. Let me just check. I should have a playlist on my channel, surely, of that. Channel, playlists. If not, I need to make one. £10 weapon build challenge, that was a different one, wasn't it? All right, let me just check. What was it called, John? Scrap weapon challenge. Scrap weapon challenge. Yeah, if you search it, John, it comes up with yours, SAK 94's, mine. And if people followed the directions properly, it should come up with theirs. That was the whole point of it. Make sure you put the title in. So far, I can only find mine, Stu's, and yours. Obviously, other people haven't put the right thing in then. Or search. But go on to mine. Where's my one? That one. Oh yeah, Stu started it, wasn't it? Yeah, Stu. Yeah, Stu started the scrap weapon challenge. Bloody Peach claiming he did it. That says SAK 94 scrap weapon challenge. I think you was on about, Peach, the £10 weapon build. That was a different thing. Oh, I'll tell you the other person who joined in, John. Tetsubo57 joined in. He's obviously not called it Scrap Weapon Challenge then. Look up Tetsubo57. Actually, you'd like his videos. If you know, well, let me put it, I'll try to put it in a way that don't sound. Tetsubo57 does some very good videos, but you may not agree with all of his politics. Ignore the politics stuff. Just don't watch those videos, but watch his weapon builds because they're really good. Tetsubo57 here, John. He definitely joined in. Tetsubo's politics doesn't bother me in the slightest, but I know some people wouldn't like it. Oh, she said, playing with weapons made a nice riot shield. I saw that. I never got a chance to. Oh, you saw his, did you? Yeah, he don't test his. I don't think. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, John, it may have just been us few then. I don't think that one managed to get spread about as much. If you search, yeah, you'd have to search scrap weapon challenge, see what comes up. The scrap knife challenge, I've not even made my one yet. I'm going to make it next week. But there's a bloke called, I think there's a bloke called Alan's joined in. Peter's going to join in. Rich is going to join in. And a couple of others, but can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, Die Bullfrog. How you doing, mate? You're right. Aritsu said, do you collect any sabers? I do. I haven't got many, though, because they're quite expensive. So I've made some swords. I've made probably more swords than I own. Like, that I bought, sorry, not made more swords than I own, which could be true if I was selling them. Up there, I've got a World War II Japanese cavalry sword or something like that. I've got a katana in there. I've got the 2 wall hangers that are crap. And then I've got about 4 swords that I made myself. Sadly, I can't, Rich. It's in that box locked up right at the bottom. Yeah, thank you, Die Bullfrog. Yeah, don't forget to like, everyone. Stu said Carl and Electro said they'd do it at some point. Oh, what I'd have to do, Stu, I'll have to do a reminder. So someone may need to remind me. I'll do a reminder of that. Let me write it down somewhere. I'll do a reminder of. So what is it? Remind people about the. It'd be easier if someone messaged me this. Remind people about the scrap weapon challenge and Bowie. Nice one. But the problem is, after time when I do the video introducing stuff, it don't get sent to hardly anyone. But I thought with the scrap Bowie, I would. Sadly, I can't show them because they're locked up in there as well. But if you search my channel, just put in the word sword on my channel, you should find them all. I delivered, it said. Also, what was he saying? WeaponCollector, I checked your broadhead pistol bolts and 3A police armor. The bolts actually beat it at close range. Nice one. Yeah, they yeah. If it's not got stab protection in, yeah, a blade will go through it easily. Yeah, so, tactical. If I hadn't washed my hair, it was even worse. My hair was like properly sticking up. Yes. If you don't know, in this universe, I'm this universe's Wolverine. I just happen to be short, overweight, English, and instead of adamantium spikes, I have knuckle dusters. But yes, you're talking to this universe's Wolverine right now. I just didn't inherit any of the fucking superpowers or the adamantium fucking skeleton. Best I could do was aluminium knuckle dusters. John said, okay, I'd like to also enter the scrap one too. It'll take me a while, maybe 4 to 5 months, maybe sooner if I can. Try and, yeah, I don't mind, John. You take your time. Try and do it as quick as possible, but don't rush, because I am doing a giveaway for it. But what I'll do, John, if you absolutely promise you're going to join in, I'll do the draw before you make yours, because it's just, as long as you join in, you get entered in the draw to win the knife I make. So as long as you definitely make yours, I'll put your name into the draw before you've even made it. So you may win a knife before you even make your knife, as long as you promise to definitely do it. Yeah, Peach, I could have had 2 nice, spike knuckle dusters right now. Yeah, good. I'm glad you said that. Yes, knuckle dusters I don't have anymore. I've not. I don't own any knuckle dusters now because they're illegal. Also said Headshot could be your superhero name, Mike. Fuck's sake. I don't know. Maybe. Not when I shave this off. But it does start when my hair gets long and I don't when it ain't been freshly cleaned. My hair actually sticks up there and there, exactly like Wolverine's does. Because I sleep half the night on one side, half the night on the other side. It actually sticks up. But I've washed my hair just before I came on, so it's not doing it now. Fucking hell, George Sprout on again. Hello, George. How you doing? That's how fuck. I can now envision Mike in skin tight gold and black spandex. The horror. Mother's back. And George is back. Oh, fuck me, I was going to pour the vodka straight in. John said, okay, let me first look into the scrap pile before I make any promises. Also, NJ cold, me cold, my cat side. You're right, John. John, I trust you, mate. I trust you. Even if you take up to 6 months to make it, I trust you. Just make it one day, and I'll put you into the raffle anyway. Because I know you'll make it. You'll make it, even if it's a year down the line. I won't bother. It's all right, John. I trust you, mate, because I know you're interested in these kind of things, and I know sometime down the line, I know you'll do it. So that's fine with me. Yeah, but because I also understand if you ain't got time, you ain't got time. But I wouldn't want to leave the sort of raffle too long, because I'll end up fucking forgetting about it or something. You know what I mean? Or other people will be waiting for ages. So yeah, I'll just put your name in the raffle early. I've got a feeling I'm going to end up having to leave it till next month, and like next year anyway now, because I've not even started mine yet. Persia said, any finders keepers? No, I had a finders keepers on £2 the other day, but I delivered said, have you tried Jaxie Backbone with the Horizon Redback? It's hard to cock but powerful. Personally, I've never bothered. Because I think they have adequate power anyway for what they are. I don't really think you need to, but I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it because I know people who have, but I've never bothered. Percy said, have you got your dragon soup? Oh, I fucking had it and I drank it. And I'll tell you what I also got, if I can find the little leaflet. So when I bought the dragon soup, which one had the caffeine in it? Was the dragon soup. I also got sent a can of this stuff. Four Loco, 8.5%. And the fucking dragon soup and that stuff was fucking beautiful. Made my teeth hurt though, because I'm not used to sugary stuff like that. And one of them gave me quite bad heartburn. The whole of here was hurting while I was drunk, but it didn't bother me. But you could feel it. Probably the one with the caffeine in it. But that stuff, 8.5%, you could not even taste alcohol in it. It was amazing. But the colours of that stuff, fuck me, it looks toxic, doesn't it? Yeah, I drank them a couple of weeks ago. But I could drink them all night. I bet you'd get absolutely paralytic though, because you're not even really aware. Tastes like you're drinking like an energy drink, don't it? Or like just some. You can't taste alcohol at all. Not even the 8.5% one. Thanks for joining in, John. I appreciate it, mate. Good night, mate. See you in the next one. I'll be on later if you're not doing anything later on in the evening. I'll probably be on later. Good night, John. I delivered it. Said a Jaxie Backbone has £30. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Mother said, Mike, when do you think you will make Redback safeties and the video? Possibly next week, Mother. I'm a little bit bogged down at the minute, but within 2 weeks, I'll spare a day next week or the week after. It's just I'm getting slightly behind on a couple of things I need to do. I need to make some stuff to sell because people have actually paid for it already. Yeah, sorry, I got put off by seeing a name in the chat. Mother, yeah, next week or the week after, 100%. Zed said, have you seen GMM's latest? I haven't. I saw it was on. I'm a bit behind, Zed. I only just watched last week's one. Poor bugger, don't have to work 12 days. Yeah, fuck's it. Yeah, I can do him in a bit, innit? Is that what that said? Did that say popular in the US or something? Four Loco. You're about something else, Peach. Top up, man. How you doing? Slingshot Warrior. I would have thought that was actually you, but I don't think it is it? He don't come on here. That's just fuck's sake, I had to look twice at Slingshot Warrior. He don't come on as Slingshot Warrior, sadly, and I'm sure he's not a mod. Because I actually checked all my mods today just to see who were mods out of curiosity. Just couldn't remember who I'd made mods. Right, I need a piss. Right, the videos you can have while I slash are Cooking with Slingshot Warrior, which I'll end before it, I won't leave it on because I'll only piss for about fucking 30 seconds. Because it's literally out my door. Piss quickly, come back. Cooking with Slingshot Warrior. The adverts I made for my merchandise. Or intermission, which is just something that says taking a piss. Or diarrhea for 4 minutes. So diarrhea, intermission, cooking, advert. So ads. The sitting your kidneys up only lasts about 30 seconds, Slingshot. Right, next vote wins, unless it's one of the other ones I've not said. because we've got one for ads, one for intermission. That's adverts then. Right. Seeing a bit. I won't play the whole thing because I'll be back before it hardly even gets anywhere. Turn my volume down there because this blares out. Welcome to the WeaponCollector shopping channel. The only place you'll find all WeaponCollector's merchandise. Mugs, banners, t-shirts, glasses, and lots more. All found on the WeaponCollector shopping channel. Now that is some good coffee. But that is actually the cheapest coffee you can buy. As soon as you put it in a WeaponCollector mug, this is gourmet shit basically. It's essentially the cheapest you can buy. Anything you put in a WeaponCollector mug will just be transformed into the ultimate drink. But that is just beautiful. Don't forget your pint glasses. Cheers. Just look at that. You think that was straight out of a pub. Nothing says refreshing pints like the WeaponCollector pint glass. And don't forget the t-shirts. And there also isn't just t-shirts. There is literally all kinds of clothing you can buy in the WeaponCollector range. Different designs as well. You can get the knuckle design, you can get the thumbs up merch. I'll drink a bit more of this one in a minute. And much, much more. We've even got Christmas clothes if you want it. Don't forget your banners while you're there. We all love the WeaponCollector weapon boards. Now you can own your own in your own home. No worries about any issues with police or locking your guns up. Can't take these away. You've heard me talking about the merch. If you don't believe me, listen to these happy customers.
This is the best mug I ever bought, and I have thousands of them.
Go anywhere in a WeaponCollector t-shirt.
Look what I got. WeaponCollector. I'm sure you all know him. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing. Good job, Mike. Really good. I'm really impressed.
Hey, get yourself a mug today.
That's right, motherfucker. WeaponCollector merchandise. I joined the bandwagon.
Everybody loves a bit of bottom.
Even volley song knives are better with WeaponCollector merch.
So there you go. WeaponCollector merchandise. Link is in the description. Just go to the website as shown on the screen. Cheers. There you go. Actually, yeah, there's one more ad, but I'll play that a bit later. If you're ever interested in one of these, the pint glass ad would have actually been on there, but yeah. But that fucking video is 6 minutes long. I ain't gonna make you watch that for 6 minutes. Although people seem to be enjoying it. If you haven't seen that advert, they're actually quite funny. Well, I think they are anyway. They're gouting a glass, exactly. And now you are a cum shot moment. Which would you like? What's your favourite one, Mother? You like shotgun, don't you?
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
I'd say. Actually, Electro, when he's got his glasses on, actually shows. Because are you used to seeing Electro? So I've always known what Electro looks like because he always used to not. What happened is he got basically got promoted in his job quite high up, and thought it might be a bit risky showing his face on. He didn't want to, So he started wearing his balaclava. So I've always known what he looks like anyway. But yeah, it's interesting seeing Electro. Richard said, will the Weapon Collector merch help someone maintain an erection for more than a few minutes? Ask his friend. Of course it would. Fucking no end of erections, Rich. You want them, get the merch. That'll cure them, mate. What's that top hat, man? That's confused me now. Oh, the logo. It's similar to sort of this kind of stuff, but it's well done. Or do you mean the glass? The glass, I'll tell you what, the glass on this, on this glass is really well done. You could dishwasher that on a really high thing. It wouldn't make no difference at all. The fucking logo on that's great. Some of my merchandise isn't available at the minute, though, because they've stopped selling certain items. Yeah, buy the t-shirt and the waters will flow. Anything will flow. Whatever you want to flow will flow. Whatever you want to rise will rise. Whatever you want, Lord Flasher. Oh, he's back. Lord Flasher, I did love your comment. Where was it? Yo, what did I miss? Like he hasn't been here the whole time. Love it. But yes, there is a WC replica adult toy collection. You got to find. Well, you don't need to find the OnlyFans because you know it now. Go to the OnlyFans, sign up, and then you get access to the real hardcore stuff. So you need an erection. If you have a Weapon Collector merch, the ladies cream their pants. So they say, you won't. You don't need an erection if you have Weapon Collector merch. Exactly. In fact, I didn't put my merchandise on tonight because I didn't want some of the women who was on to be on for 2 seconds and have to leave just because it was too much for them. I put it in the background, so just keep them a bit, as they say, moist, but not overdo it. You see. I'm not going to show your comment, Top Hat Man, in case someone thinks you mean them, and you know what I mean. Oh no, someone's already done it. Top Hat Man saying fuck off to the troll, not other people. Before anyone thinks he's telling me to fuck off. Nutters, exactly, Peach. So, by the way, I'm going to do a late night one tonight. Is this vodka or is this tonic? Vodka and tonic. Vodka and tonic. Everybody getting excited for Christmas. By the way, last year, did I put on... No politics. Last year, did I put my decorations up at the beginning of December? I don't actually want to, but if it makes it more Christmas for us all, I will. That's what I meant to ask. I was going to have a topic tonight. Who can recommend me some good, not known Christmas songs? Not the fucking, or they can be well known Christmas songs sung by someone else. There you go. But I want some Christmas songs. I'm not going to start listening to them yet, but I want to put them in my playlist. Well, I ain't going to put it up yet, Persia. No, but I can't remember if I did last year, because obviously that year that I did the advent calendar, I must have had decorations up, because I don't put, like, our house, we don't put the decorations up till 2 weeks before, and then we leave them up 2 weeks after, which is what you're supposed to do, I think. I'll just check my videos, Peach. I could always check my videos. Check my videos last December, and I'll see them when I. As I said, fuck Christmas. What are you gonna do, Zed, if you get a visit from the ghosts? Kick him up the arse, probably. Kick him out the window. Top Hat Man said, "Sir, you are under arrest on suspicion of being under the influence of alcohol." I don't think so. Look at this T-shirt, please. The suspect is believed to be armed. Oh, actually great. Oh, fuck's sake. The Stocking Song by Steel Panther. Right. We're going to regret this. I won't actually play that too long. But I've just played it, so now it's in my history, so I can check that. Irishman said, yes, Christmas is a load of bollocks. Persia said, not a Christmas song, but I recommend Wonderful World, sung by Joe Pesci. Is that real? Yeah, it came up. Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. That's in my history now. I delivered it. It said, can the redback with the magazine take your pistol broadheads? That's the only thing stopping me from buying the magazine. No, but it can only take very specific bolts. But if I can, I'm trying to develop decent bolts for it. I've made some prototypes, but they're not easy to make. This is the bolts I've made, and they could take a bodkin. But they're difficult to make. This is what I've been making for them. But they're difficult to make quickly, easily, and decently. But that could take a bodkin tip, and it'd be heavier. You could weight it with a bit of steel inside it. What I'll do, one day I'll do a video mentioning it and see if people can work out a good way to make them, basically. See if someone knows a tool or a technique to make the shaft on the plastic. Jed said, I'd just say fuck off if I were you. I'm Joe Holy Water, I'm not afraid to use it. Cobra said, I have the cutest pit bull curled up on my lap like a cat from The Godfather. Nice, fine. That sounds good. Rich said, Mike, you heard Rudolph the Deep Throat Reindeer. But I didn't actually really mean Mental Case parody songs, but I'll check it out, Rich. Fuck's sake. But no, I haven't. Oh, so that's come up. Yeah, Frosty the Pervert, Suck on My Cock, I'll have to choke my chicken, Drunken Santa's coming to town. Yes. That's sake. I just find the broadheads easy if expensive to make. Extremely effective. Oh, they are. They're very good, aren't they? But yeah, That magazine is very restricted, but you would be able to put. Yeah, you'd definitely be able to put. You'd be able. Well, if you kept it cool, you could definitely put a bodkin tip on one of those torque bolts. Yeah, I've made these, but they're a little bit difficult to make easily, quickly, and good. What I'm showing you there's a prototype, and it looks all right on camera, but in person it's a bit questionable. I'm a bit like, I don't know. I've never shot them yet. But yeah, you could definitely put a bodkin on them, 100%. That's pure vodka. Outdoors, how you doing, mate? So you was on earlier, weren't you? Sorry if I didn't say hello earlier. Was rewatching the South Park Christmas special recently. It's absolute dripping with nostalgia. Yeah, I like a bit of South Park. I downloaded their COVID special thing today. Good night, Pete. See you later, mate. You're not on later, are you? I know sometimes you're up late, aren't you now? Lord Flashlight says, surely it won't be long till those types of bolts appear on the market for the XR coming out of China. Well, I don't know. I hope they do, but I think it needs to be. They need to be out there for someone to realise we want them, if that makes sense. I've not watched it yet, Outdoors. I downloaded it, but I ain't watched it yet. And I've probably seen, is the Christmas special a new one? Or is it an old one? It's all right. I'll delete that comment. I'm good thing for me. I'll be able to forget that. Richard said this should link you to the Rudolph the Deep Throat Reindeer if anyone wanted it. Yeah, nice one, Rich. Oh, the old one. I probably have seen. I'll be honest with you, but there's so many South Park episodes. I'm unaware. I must have seen that. I must have. Not Cobra Commander, Outdoors. Spoilers. We're all funny about spoilers, aren't you? Good night, Peach. See you later, mate. Yeah. Oh, Zed. Hang on. All right. Let me click that and I'll see. I trust you to a degree, Zed. Joking. I do trust you. Oh, the goodies. Yeah, fuck's sake. Oh, goodies. Yeah.
Come on. It's a tradition. Give more than a gift.
Right. Goodies. I often listen to the goodies, on Radio 4. Right, that's come up. Funny thing is, not Peach, Zed, when you shared that shared the whole playlist, but I'm sure you don't mind me seeing that, do you? You've got some songs I got on there, some of the old classics. Unless that's not your playlist, but it's come up with a playlist, but it's all good. Top Hat Man said, Mike, how'd the spam folder search go? Oh, I did find an order. I did find an order for a bayonet. So yeah, it did actually get me. I found Allen's thing, and I also found an order for a bayonet. So that was good. Yeah. Stop with the links, you fuckers. I don't trust you. Like, Lord Flashlight definitely don't. Joking.
But tonight it'll do.
I'm gonna have about 20 copyright things for this shit, don't you? That's Johnny Walker sit on my face. No, Wheeler Walker Jr. sit on my face. But all of these things are in my history now, so I'll watch them later. When I come in, because I like to listen to music when I come in. That's the aim of the game for me. Get pissed. Like the end of the evening, the highlight for me is always coming back in, listening to music for a good few hours. Yeah, I don't know why that does that, Zed. Sometimes when you share a link, thinking it's the link, because I know what happens is you go, because I've done it before, you go to the playlist, You put the video on, and then you click the what do you call it? You click the fucking thing at the top, thinking it's the link to the song, and it's the link to the playlist. Outdoor said, you probably have it, Mike. Mr. Anker's Christmas special. Oh, I have seen that one, definitely. Yes, I have, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to watch the COVID one. I've not watched it yet. Flambeau said, have you ever been to America? I haven't been, mate, no. And I've not used an RPG or any sort of explosive, no. Richard, I'm scared to click North Flash on it. So was I. So was I. It was actually quite good. I'm going to have to go off soon, but I'll be back. So when I go off, I'll go off in 10 minutes' time, 5 to 12. As far as I'm aware, Ben might not be out, but it don't matter. I'll still come out anyway. I will go into the summer house, the Wendy house as I call it, and I'll start live streaming out there. But I'll just drink cans out there. Yeah, delete your link if you want, Zed, if you don't want to have us see it. Can't even see that now, or did you delete it? Oh no, there it is. But yeah, it happened. You know, when I did that video with asking people to share songs to me, quite a lot of the songs that people shared to me was unintentionally people's playlists. But it was interesting because it meant I could find other good songs, you know. All right, Darren, I'm going to be on for about another 10 minutes, and then I might be on till 3 o'clock in the morning. Depends how drunk I get and what's going on and if I'm tired. And you know what I mean? But I'm going to drink cans while I'm out there so I don't get overly pissed. I'll save me vodka if I want to come in to listen to some music. But I've not actually drunk a lot. That's all I've drunk so far. But I'm usually quite slow at the beginning anyway. I've got a heater out there. It's not got what you'd call. Well, yeah, I suppose it has got heating, Zed, but it's a little electric heater. Yeah, I'm going to need it tonight, I reckon. Darren, I'm not sure. Do you know what? I might have, but I've left that thing for a while. I'm going to go back to it. The only reason I've not listened to everything on there yet, because I got so much out of it, I didn't need to listen to it all. So what I'm going to do is, when I start getting bored of music again and running out of stuff, I'm going to go back to it and carry on again. Hopefully find more good music. Because I'll tell you what, there was quite a theme on there. Quite a lot of you lot like the same kind of music. And it's not all my taste, but I appreciate seeing what people like and don't like. You know what I mean? It's interesting. We've all got different tastes, haven't we? Good night, mother. But I found some music on there. I found some genres of music on there I didn't even know existed. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a true genre of music that I like. I like anything. I like some music that was made 2 weeks ago. You know, brand new music. I like some music. I like really weird stuff. Some pop songs I like. You know, modern pop songs. There are some modern pop music I like. I like a bit of anything. So it doesn't have to be old. It doesn't have to be new. It can, anything. What I wanted. This is what I wanted with that video. I wanted you lot to share videos and songs that you like. So your favourite songs, not whether you think I like it. Don't share it thinking I think Michael like that. Share to me what you like, and then I'll be introduced to music I've never even heard. I've loads of stuff. There was loads of musicians I've never even heard of. Yeah, and that's what I wanted. Don't bother trying to send me stuff you think I'd like, because I like anything. Absolutely anything. I did. I'm pretty sure I did, Zed, because did you send me? I know the first playlist, the first set of songs you sent me was Halloween themed, weren't they? Which I did listen to all those and I did enjoy them. It depends. The thing I'll say, Zed, if I got up to on your list, you mean? Probably. I might have, Zed. I might have. Do you mean in the playlist you sent? I'm getting slightly confused now, but I might have. Yeah, it's hard to say, definitely. See you later, I delivered it. I'll be back on at 12:10, just not in this room, that's all. All right. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Sing, I like a bit of ABBA. There's nothing wrong with ABBA. I would say I'm not massively listened to ABBA, but I don't think I've ever heard an ABBA song I didn't like. Put it that way. I haven't heard loads of ABBA songs, but pretty much every ABBA song I've heard, I've liked it. So, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of ABBA, but I've never heard an ABBA song I didn't like. Put it that way. Because they're fucking good musicians and good singers. And that's what, if you're a good musician and you're a good singer, you could probably sing anything, really. You know what I mean? But again, that can be very selective as well. What I think is a beautiful voice and a beautiful way of singing could be a way of singing that you don't like. Because I'd like to look it up. There's a way of singing that I like. So I've noticed most of the musicians I like sing a certain way. The way they sing their words. They don't just say the word. This is the only way I can describe it. They don't just say the words. They'll sing the words to the tune of the music. So they may say a word quite prolonged to go with the music. Now that may have a way. There may be a thing that may be called a certain way of singing. I tend to like people who sing like that for some reason. Fucking shoulders hurt, and then my shoulders always hurt. But I like anything. I've got no true genre of anything. Yeah. Right, shall we risk selecting a little flash art link? Mongolian throat singing. That's it. That's not real. You're such a nutter. I'm dreading to think how many copyright fucking things I got for this shit. I don't delete these ones either. Oh, also be prepared. Like drunk live streams, the late night ones, never stay on. So you catch them or you don't. But no, there may be a way. It's not that though, but yeah. Funny thing is, when that first started and I heard it, it sounded like he was going, and he was going to start singing, I Will Always Love You. Mongolian death metal throat singing is a thing. I bet it is. I bet it fucking is. But I'll tell you what I got sent loads of. I got sent a lot of sort of death metal kind of music. So it goes to show quite... No, I 100% believe you. Persia, I 100% believe you that is music. That Mongolian death metal is a throat singing is a thing. 100%. Is that the actual song? Eat. I'll search that, and if it comes up, I'll click the video. All right. But I'll listen to anything. Yeah, I like this kind of music. But I like... Let me show you something I like to watch at night. Right. If you've never seen this, you're missing out, and I think you should try and find it. So, Space Night Best of Earth views, and what it is basically satellite footage of Earth set to sort of techno, sort of trance sort of music. But it's really relaxing. So it's not like the hyper sort of techno sort of music. I don't know what kind of music it is, but it's sort of, yeah, it says there, yeah, chill out sort of techno sort of music. Yeah. So you know the music that's in that. If you know the music that's in Space Knight, you'll know. Yes, here's some of the groups that are in Space Knight. So it's got well, I don't know which one's the fucking Oral Float, the Sushi Club, Full Moon Fashions, the Safi Brothers, Patchwork, Wonder Bra. Yeah, I don't know. Space Knight was mental. It was great. Really relaxing. Let me put that back. I'm going to have to go off in a minute, by the way. You're still there, George. Cobra Commander, I hope you don't think George Sprabb really was in the chat, because he wasn't. I hope you haven't been having a conversation with George Sprabb, because he wasn't really in, and he's not really a mod on it. I was waiting for that, Lord Flashshot. He said, you mean CGI footage? Because it's flat. You get me, blood fan. Fuck's sake. Right, I'll tell you what, I might as well just call it a night now because I need a piss anyway. So, everyone who's going to bed, good night. Thank you for watching and the mods and all that. I appreciate you modding. And yeah, George Sprav was Lord Flashlight, just in case. I better take that off my bed because I sit on it. What was I saying? Thank you, mods and everyone. Good night, everyone who's not coming back on. In 10 minutes' time, I'll come back on. I'll probably call it Drunken on Drugs Happy Fun Time hour because that normally gets the views in. All right. I'll be back on in 10 minutes, Doug. Come back on in a minute. I'm going to do a new stream outside. All right. Now, come back on, Stag. Come back on. Nice to see you, though, mate. Come back on. I'll be back on in a minute. I'm going to start a new one. Right. See you all in about 10 minutes. Good night. I've got some shit to do. Yeah, good night. See you in a minute.